police would find claw marks along the windows of the home, proving that whatever was trying to get inside had to have stood nearly 8 feet tall. This story is what would create the creepiest urban legend in the state of Michigan. This is my new series where I cover urban legends state by state, so follow along and comment which state you want next, and the top comment will be the state I talk about in the next video. Be sure to message me with your best local urban legends for future videos as well. But let's start with my home state of Michigan. Sometime in the 1980s, an elderly woman placed a 911 call reporting that she could hear violent scratching coming from outside of her window. The old woman lived alone on a big farm in northern Michigan, so she called in the hopes that someone would come and check it out. When police arrived, they saw a paw print in the snow, bigger than any animal they had ever seen before. While investigating the area where the scratching was heard, they found claw marks outside of her window, about 8 feet off the ground. Initially, people assumed a large bear was to blame, until locals started sharing stories of a large, furry creature seen standing upright on 2 legs with the howl of a screaming man. These stories began to match up with an account dating all the way back to 1887, when 2 lumberjacks in Wexford County were terrorized by a 7-foot-tall creature that they described as having the face of a dog but the torso of a man. So many stories were circulating that by 1987, tales of the so-called Dog Man were everywhere in northern Michigan. These stories got so much attention that a local DJ even released a song about the Dog Man. He later admitted it was meant as an April Fool's joke, but to his surprise, hundreds of people began calling the radio station to share their own eerie encounters. There are so many local stories about these sightings that I couldn't possibly fit them all into one video, but if you're interested, I can definitely start a series, so let me know in the comments because these stories are seriously spooky. Then, in 2007, a disturbing piece of found footage emerged, what some believed to be actual evidence of a Dogman encounter. The tape was reportedly discovered at an estate sale, hidden away in a box labeled Gable. After restoration, the footage was analyzed and dated back to the 1970s, based on the vehicles, clothing, and film quality. At first, it seems innocent enough. There's grainy shots of rural life, maybe a family enjoying a quiet weekend in the woods, but suddenly, the camera focuses on a creature hunched up in the forest. Moments later, it lunges toward the cameraman, who desperately tries to get away before the footage ends abruptly.